seeing it come to fruition, the front of the school, the L's with the lightning bolts, it just looks wonderful. And it's important that we're providing spaces that are safe, modern, and well-designed, because that sends a message to our students. I think it says to every student, you matter, and your education matters, and I think that's what those students realized when they walked in there, and that's what they're going to have when they eventually graduate. And strong schools are a good foundation. They really are the foundation of a strong community. And maybe, just maybe, having that vision, having seen that, those students will leave here and eventually come back and want to raise their own families here. I do think that the work that went into the school, some of the features and stuff, having it really stand out, puts us in an excellent place in this county, in this area, in the region, to bring people in who want to be part of this community. So, what questions do you have?
Thank you. I need a motion to approve the June 16th, 2025 regular board meeting.
So moved. Waldo.
Do I need a second?
Second it, Waldo.
Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I need approval for the July 2021, July 21st, 2025 special session.
So moved. Waldo. Second it, oh, sorry.
Steve, do I have any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I need a motion to approve the work session for August 11th, 2025.
Second it, Wayne Waldo.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Yes. And for the special session, minutes for 8/11/2025.
Second it, Wayne Waldo.
Any discussion? All those signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Steve?
Finance property supply and committee report. Does anybody need A page goals?
Yes. E and F, please.
We have F. E and F. Okay. All right. Now H. This specific donation.
Actually,
Just tell me which one, and I'll make it.
okay, 1 and 4.
Okay. There we go.
What
Okay.
was that?
1 and 4.
F third?
H 1 and 4.
H.
Thank you.
All right. So recommend the following approval for A, B, D, and G.
I guess a motion on the floor to approve on the property supply, A, B, D, and G. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
All right.
Did you ask for discussion on that?
I did.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Recommend approval for the donation amount of $600 from the Eagles Organization to support student funds at ACES.
A motion on the floor to approve, receive the donation for $600 from the Eagles organization. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion.
Just want to acknowledge it, say thank you, we appreciate it.
Gary sends that card.
Yeah, and thanks to the Eagles, I am a member.
All right.
Carl, we also did that.
Oh, okay, you.
So we did that as well.
Okay. Gary doesn't, somebody, as long as somebody does, that's all that.
We did it. Very much do too would be nice.
Okay.
We do, okay.
Yes, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. Recommend approval for change order 47, complete work to redo the storm drain and relocate the existing manhole.
Got a motion on the floor to recommend the change order number 47. Do I have a second? I'll second it. Any discussion?
Yeah, I have some legal questions, so we can join the executive session. Something for Dave.
All right, this solves the concern. The same sort of questions for the second one?
Yep.
Okay.
You want to do that? Do we need to do the motion second that one in order to discuss it in the back?
No.
Executive, okay.
Executive session to discuss legal matters.
What's that? No, this is true. This is, Westchester. But it's funny, because Max had to school, that's the blue and gold. So I will be doing the blue and gold with Max, because I have to do this now. Yeah. Somebody's like, oh, there's Reagan's colors. I'm like, somebody's like, there's Vikings colors. Yeah. Those are purple and black. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
First of all, I have one
So is Jules excited about first day?
I think so. I think so. I know I mean, she's a little nervous. I think it's more. I don't know that she knows anybody that's in her lunch period. So she's
Lunch issue.
yeah. Because I think everybody, yeah, like Lily and everybody, and Abby, yeah, right, yeah. Everybody knows an Abby, so it's her, because then I'm like, oh, I'm going in. Anyway, they're all like in, I think that like 7 maybe, does that sound right?
Yeah, Lily's life,
okay.
7, and then she went out to 5.
Oh,
So she
okay.
was kind of disappointed.
Oh, I bet, yeah, because everybody had one
Everyone
of
knew
them.
was on 7. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I know you chose something.
That's what I said to her, and I said, what kind of stuff is that? You know what, Nana is, she probably just talked to somebody, you said, I'm not sure, and you kind of go with them, and so, but she's got, we know Mr. Gantz from theater.
Oh, no,
She
I
did
feel like
theater, he's really doctors, and he's her first teacher of the day. So that's kind of nice, I think, so she at least gets, algebra 2. Yeah, yeah, so that I think helped, because we walked around there, before we had her schedule, he said, you'll probably have me, and we went through it, and she did, so she's, I think she's excited, but a healthy amount of nerves too.
Yeah, because, well, in addition to the orientation, we had also met with Ms. Long and Mr. Becker, Dr. Becker. Anyway, Principal Becker and Mrs. Long that day before the orientation.
Yeah.
To go over, just to make sure that because they're new, and she's moving from middle school to high school. She doesn't have like a 504, but there's like a memorandum of understanding and some reports in place.
Make sure that
So
everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we want to
absolutely.
make sure, like, I let them know, like, okay, she's doing soccer and band, and going into ninth grade. So I just want to make sure that she knows who the people are, the faces are, and she needs to talk to before things go off the rails.
And that way she can advocate for herself.
Yeah.
And that's, and I didn't, I wish I'd known that for our first going through school, because that was probably the thing I didn't realize was the most important. One of the most important is to teach is that ability to say I need some help.
Yeah.
And feel comfortable with the faces to say it.
Yeah, and I had been pushing for her to speak up from the time she was young, but didn't do it, because she was always shy. She wasn't like a behavior problem, she would just get lost in the middle of the crowd, and, you know. But then finally, as she got to middle school, she started getting more comfortable doing it. Then by eighth grade, she actually advocated to do that for testing, you know, and things like that. Which I'm like, if that's what she's asking for, then she needs it, you know, and if she, and they agree, if she's asking for that, then we should give her an accommodation. So we just want to make sure that he finally is getting back out for testing, she needs a quieter space,
Right.
things like that, for any testing, any
Yeah, just, you know that, and that's one of the things children do, and I do like your setup, but I don't know how it was before this, but I'm assuming some of the pilot might professional circle, having a classroom that the kids can go to, go get extra support or whatever, because she's been really up too, she's the same way, and it was fine where she was, because it was relatively quiet, and she could kind of go off there and be Kevin took care of that, it was going to be too much of this here, it's so many more students, so much more going on, so that's definitely one of her things, yeah, we all have all kinds of stuff, hurdle fund and IEP, we did a 504 for a short term with Max, but it was more, some of it was learning based, but it was actually more medical based for, and
unfortunately, and unfortunately, their support teacher, the first 4 periods was actually in the class.
Oh, yeah.
So she can't, there's no cool out there. She's
that's what
testing. They will find a quiet space, but it won't be with that teacher.
Oh, okay.
You know, so they will find a way to make it work.
Yeah, I didn't realize that any of the times, I knew with her, it was nice, because she was trying to fit in the classes, and they were like, okay, what's the leftover time? And we can,
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, and the one thing that they did switch was, we got her in, like, she didn't know what electives was signing up for, and she wanted to come there. I said, well, that's, she likes it. And maybe she wants to do that, for ACTI, she'll probably go to ACTI. I don't know if she'll do culinary or something else, but that filled up, so they put her in like, which she enjoyed in middle school, but I'm like, that's just a waste of time. You know, it's really helpful to have a study hall. Down has so much to do.
Right, and that way she could.
But the study halls are so loud, and it wouldn't be very productive for her.
Can you ask to have her put in one of the learning supports?
So that's what they're gonna do, yeah.
Oh,
So that's the
and
learning
Jules is
support
doing that
they
too,
need.
so that she can just help get caught up and stuff.
Starts in 5th period, has a.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, or not 5th, 6th, but after 5th.
Oh, okay.
But the learning support lady has to have lunch with family. Lunch
Okay.
after the first
That's what
class.
that will
Go to lunch, and then she has her first learning support afterwards. So Lily's got to put into that study hall with the learning support. That way, you know, she'll have, she's in with the teachers in the subject areas that all first coordinators are doing. She knows what's going on and what the assignment's going to look like. And then if you have questions on, if you need for help on getting, you have some there, especially just quiet space to start and hopefully get as much done as you can before you get home. Because she, every day it's soccer and or band, sometimes it's both, until 9 o'clock p.m. And it's like, you know, and she doesn't want to ask mom for help. Mom would help her.
No, that was, I knew that, it was never,
Yeah, elementary I had to, and taught about that. Middle school, she wanted to help for me. You know, I'm like, I can help you, but.
one way you go is where she ended up going usually. Hello, how are you doing? How are you? Oh, okay.
Hi, you're replacing Ms. Caples.
Hasn't been decided yet, you know.
Helping out. What's your name, if you don't mind?
Oh, sure.
Candidate
Yeah.
for November, right?
Yes, Rachel, Rachel. Last name's Hutchison, Hutchison, Hutchison.
Republican, Democrat, was it nonpartisan?
Well, I was on, but I cross-filed, and I'm officially listed as Democrat, which that was the one I went for. So I cross-filed on both, and I'm on the ticket as Democrat. But I believe the school board should be nonpartisan. We all care about our kids.
Maryland is nonpartisan.
Oh, I know. See, and I'm from Maryland too, so same exact thing. It was like, well, I got a cross-file. What the heck is that?
COOK, yeah. Tim said, yeah. When, November what, you know the date?
No, not on my head. Yeah. What's your meeting?
Is the ballot set?
Yeah, the ballot is set. Actually, everyone that was on the ballots made it through. So it's what, 5, well, one is the 2-year, which just has one candidate, and that's Judy York. And then there's 4, right, 4 positions, and there's 5 candidates on each ballot. One is repeated on both ballots. Four people and a total of 7 of us, right? Because there's one repeated name between the 2 ballots and then 3 unique. Right.
Yeah, 7 choices for the 4 seats.
Yes.
And it goes by who gets the most.
Yep, exactly. And that's how they do it. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, want to get your phone number?
Sure, yeah, no, absolutely. 410-299-1248. Thank you, appreciate it. I'm getting back in after the primary. My goal was to take off 30 days from doing anything, just to kind of, because the primary was a mad dash. Yeah, and then the summer happened, and I have 2 sons going off to college, one going off for the first time, and we didn't know he was going to be going to college until May. We found out, and it's just been crazy. But yeah, so now I'm getting back into it. I have a Facebook page, and that's Hutch, the number 4, LASD, Hutch for Elliot.
What did I say the size?
I'm sorry, what's it?
As a Democrat, are you
So actually, I'm not a public teacher. I'm married to a teacher in Carroll County, actually. He teaches at the career tech school down there, career production teacher. So I've experienced it from the side of watching them do all this stuff. But I have 2 big passions, education and mental health, and I have 3 children, all of which are neurodiverse and have learning differences. So I've had to navigate the systems since many years. See my next So I had 2 sons that graduated from Littlestown. My daughter's starting 9th grade. I actually ended up, when my youngest, my oldest first was old enough to go to school, they were still half day. They were still half day in Littlestown. It was back in 2008, I guess, right around 2008. So they were still half day in the program with the Y. That you could take them, the student would go to the Y. Well, he was used to full-time at the preschool. And so we ended up putting him in a private school in Sherrystown just because I didn't feel comfortable. And actually, sadly, it was cheaper to send him to the private school than to do the half day at the Y. So we ended up going that direction. He was doing well with it. And my second son went into school. He had a lot of issues, compliance issues, learning issues. Ended up finding out he had ADHD and dyspraxia. but at the same time, he's extremely intelligent when it comes to like engineering concepts and stuff, like 99th percentile, and yeah, he's getting a physics degree. But we tried to work in Pennsylvania, the LIU will come into private school to support learning differences. We do not have a situation with that. They really kind of said, it's a compliance issue. No, he's not bored, he's not that smart, he's just normal. When I said that I want to get testing done, they said, well, do you really want to get testing done? And all the other kids are always getting tested, and then how will you feel? And so I decided, I worked for a health insurance company for 25 years down in Maryland, so I had a lot of colleagues, understood a lot of things. So my husband and I ended up deciding we were going to do the testing ourselves, because once you had somebody who obviously didn't want to do the testing, you didn't want them doing the testing because you really didn't think they were going to give you accurate information. So we paid for it on our own. Because that is not covered by it. Most of those types of positions do not take insurance. It was LIU. So that's where it gets tricky. It's the Lincoln Intermediate Unit. So Lincoln Intermediate Unit encompasses Adams, York, and I think, is it just Adams and York, or are there 2 more counties?
I'm not sure, but the state splits it up into LIU areas.
That's how they do it.
To deal with special education support.
Right.
That supports
The testing of
several
this.
smaller
Yes.
districts.
Focus on special ed, statewide, and they have districts.
Well, the LIU area, so there'll be an LIU area that services all the school districts for certain counties. And they have, the LIU 12, I think.
Yeah, that's
Area
it.
12 is
Yeah,
where
area
area
12.
this area.
So they're the ones that, when you're going to a private school, your public school's not going to do anything because they were in a private school. So the public school was like, well, you've chosen to go to a private school, but the LIU comes in and says, well, we'll support because and like busing, like we even got busing to